was the main event on the gridiron on Friday night as Highland Springs and Manchester finally met in a battle of champions. Welcome to Sportswire. I'm Will Catterley. Highland Springs versus Manchester. The Springers, four-time defending state champions in Division 5. Manchester, last year's Division 6 state champ. Highland Springs with 35 straight wins. Manchester with 20. That's 55 straight wins between the two juggernauts. Something had to give, as nearly 4,000 fans were treated to a game that was a tale of two halves.
Well, let's do this. Lancers, Springers at the home of Manchester. Two undefeated teams coming in ranked 1 and 2 in the area. And you could argue they're 1 and 2, the top two teams in the state of Virginia. Over 4,000 here to watch this one. First half did not go the Springers' way. Early first quarter, it's a fumble on a sack. Jamari Jones gets hit. Ball comes loose. Lancers pounce on it. Advantage Manchester. That home crowd fired up after that, and it would lead to this. Isaiah Todd, short touchdown run. Does he get in? Does he get in? Yes, he does. Touchdown Manchester. And Highland Springs is trailing 7-0 in the first. Still in the first. More fumbling problems. The turnover bug was all over the Springers. A handoff on the jet sweep. No. Recovery for Manchester. Yes, as Thomas Don't Be Coy recovers. It wouldn't lead to any points, however. Springers get it back, but that Manchester defense was straight up chopping wood. They absolutely were after Highland Springs. Only 2 first downs in the whole first half. Second quarter. Don't get them started. Patrick Watson all the way inside the 1-yard line of Highland Springs. It would lead to this. Raul Jerry Garcia, the touchdown keeper. And it's 13-0 Manchester Lancers. The fans are absolutely loving it as, let me just put it to you this way. Manchester was straight up punching Highland Springs in the mouth in the first half. Another fumble next possession and recovered by Watson. And Lancers would be set up in Springer territory 4 times in the first half. The lead to this, Garcia to Christian Quantes, first down Lancers. Springer's D stiffens, but Manchester still gets points. Field goal up and good, 16-0. Manchester shutting out Highland Springs in the first half. Second half, Manchester got the ball first. This was paramount. Look at this punt. All the way down inside the Springer 1, Manchester downs it. Midway through the third quarter, Highland Springs in the first half never went into Manchester territory. So they start at their own 1. What do? They come out firing. The pass caught. First down, Laquan Benny from Jamari Jones. Springers get it going and got it going when they needed it the most. Jamari Jones, again, the connection. Laquan Benny was there when they needed him most, and it would lead to this. Jones got the answers going high inside the Manchester 10-yard line, and then finally capped it off. Jones calls his own number again. Great blocking. 8 yards later, he finds Pater. Springers are back in it. On the board, touchdown. They would go for 2 and not make it, however. So still a 2-score game, 16-6. But you know what? Sometimes you crack that door open a little bit, and then you kick it on open. Springer defense started to live off their offense. Big stop there. They forced the punt. What happens? I'll tell you what happens. Carey, King for a day, Junior, 53 yards, touchdown, Highland Springs, extra point no good, but now momentum. Uncle Mo has completely changed. It's 16-12, Springers only down by 4. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Hands raised as they always are. These two juggernauts going to come down to one final quarter. Springers finally got their run game going. Number 22, Jordan Action Jackson. It would lead to this. Springers inside the Manchester 10. And in the fourth quarter, Jamari Jones' second rushing touchdown gives Highland Springs their first lead of the game. Touchdown Springers, 19-16, 4:35 to go. How would the Lancers respond? Ronald's pass, Garcia intercepted. Big time play by Daytwan Smith. And the Springer defense responds with a huge turnover. Juwan Dent comes in at quarterback. Collie greens Bradford. Run, Bradford, run! Inside the 15 of Manchester. Big moment here, though. Manchester's defense stiffens. They force a 4th down. 4th and 5. What do? You go for the win! The pass! Caught! Carry! Kingforde Jr. inside the 1-yard line. And the Springers could smell it now. Under 3 minutes to play. Dent with the quarterback keeper. Highland Springs comes all the way back. 26 unanswered points in the win.
I mean, you got to stay calm. I think the way I act is the way the kids act, so I'm not going to act crazy about the situation. We just go in and fix the problems, and then when you fix the problems, you go play football. You play a game like this against a quality opponent, you see what they have to offer, you see where we were, and then you make adjustments and you move forward. So the kids did what we needed them to do after coming out in the second half.
And we know what we got to do. I know that my guys ain't going to give up on me. They know I ain't going to give up on them. If we ever face a team like this again, we know what we're going to do. We've always fought this.
And while Highland Springs continues the drive for 5 straight state championships, Deep Run was looking for 5 straight in-state golf. Magnolia Green Golf Club was the setting on Tuesday morning as the Wildcats battled the best of Virginia and the course.
So to Magnolia Green Golf Club we go to. Douglas, Freeman, Riverside, Freedom, Frank Cox, Hickory, Albemarle, Stafford, and yes, Deep Run all participating in this one. You're looking at Charlie Hansen. Deep Run's number 1 in the first group off of the tee on the first hole. Would lead to this just off the green. Check out how close this is for birdie. Oh, just missed it. He would tap that in as a 2-putt par. Not a bad way to get your round started. You would have a lot of foursome pairings, and all of them would have to go to 18 holes. In this first pairing, this one girl from Frank Cox, pretty good. Emma Landis, check out the approach here. Almost gets in the hole. Again, still in the first hole. She'll tap that in for a par. Nice job for Emma Landis. She shot an 8 over 80, which all things considered on this course was a pretty good score for the day. Second hole, hard to get on. You can see the bunkers to the center, left, and right. And yeah, you have to wait a little while, but you saw Charlie Hansen's ball go into that left side bunker. He would get out of trouble and putt that one in to at least save bogey. He'd be 1 over through 2. Found the bunker again at number 3. Nice job getting out, but he leaves himself an awfully long save for a putt there. Meanwhile, Albemarle's Robert Brosey, he teases the edge of the cup. What a putt, so close. He would finish 9 over with an 81. Second place overall for Albemarle. Meanwhile, you saw Deep Run clean it up. That was for double bogey. Good news for Hansen. He stayed that way. It was 3 over after 3 holes. Finished with a 3 over 75. Nicely done. Speaking of nicely done, staying on the third hole, that approach within 5 feet. Colin Reed of Frank Cox with an 82 overall. Meanwhile, Deep Run's number 2 getting it going. Zach Smith taps that one in. And then let's go to the par 4 fourth blind drive. Smith absolutely crushes this one right over that right side of the fairway. Par 4 fourth. Meanwhile, check out Vivian Hui for Albemarle on this approach. Left herself about 5 feet and then knocks that one home. Nicely done for Hui. She would finish with an 8 over 80. Back to Deep Run. Zach Smith. Watch the approach. The lag putt there. Knocks that one in. Saves par on that particular hole. And Zach Smith ends up with a 77. Let's go to Deep Run's number 3. Same hole here. The approach onto the green. Where is it? Oh, I finally found it. Nice shot by Harbison. Brent Harbison with that one. And then check out the putt. Not quite enough mustard. These greens would change, by the way, as the day would go on. The morning dew did cause problems, and then it started to dry out as the sun got to it. Knocks that one in, though, as Harbison saves par. Check out this putt from Bobby Rule. He wants it to go in, and he does for Frank Cox. And that putt definitely drops. We go to the 5th, sticking with Harbison. Another blind drive. And it is a par 5. And guess what? Harbison knocks it in. Brent with a birdie. He wasn't done. Those American flag shoes were working for him. Then at the 7th, check this out. This putt, I didn't even know he swung it. It got that close for eagle. He taps it in for back-to-back birdies, and he led deep run with a 74, and the Wildcats do it. 5 straight state titles. Deep Run is your winner.
What a job for the Wildcats as seniors Charlie Hansen, Zach Smith, and Ian Waters finish their play with Deep Run undefeated on their career. And congratulations to Douglas Freeman as the Rebels take home 2nd place in state. Well, it's back to the gridiron when we come back. Speaking of undefeated, Deep Run looks to remain that way after a battle at Freeman. Plus, what the heck's gotten into Glen Allen? After a not-so-special start, the Jags are on fire. Could they keep it up against Hermitage? Highlights are straight ahead.
Takeout meals for just $12.99. Call now.
Sherry Pearson. You are the sole surviving heir of the King of Montanopolis, and you are now worth $45 million.
I'm rich! This can't be real.
Of course it's not real. Come on. Having money isn't about luck. Like that takeout meal. Cook at home instead, you can save thousands a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig. Welcome back to SportsWire. Big game in the West End. Senior night at Douglas Freeman. The one-loss Rebels. Remember, they lost their first game of the year. They've won ever since. At 5-1, taking on 6-0 Deep Run. They're unbeaten. And the fans, I don't know if it's red, white, and blue night, jersey night. Either way, they're ready to go in this one. So were the Wildcats. Handoff, first quarter. Kyle Gensum is going to get some yards. He's also going to get some touchdowns. Well, at least that one. Into the end zone, long run for the Wildcats. They strike first. They also get a 2-point conversion. They're up 8-0 in the first. Wildcats defense seems like it's getting better and better as the year goes on, doesn't it? Henry Blankenship blanks and blankets Andrew Bland. And then later, Freeman trying to stay on the ground. That ain't working. We end the first quarter. Deep Run's defense pitching a shutout so far, up 8-0. Second quarter, changing sides. Freeman's defense comes up with an answer. Double covered, looking for Gabe Henderson. It's intercepted. Number 13, Jarrell Horn. Shoehorns that one. Rebels take over. Then roll out Andrew Bland to Charlie the Tuna Martin. That catch inside the Wildcat 25. But Deep Run's defense would come up big. Watch later in the drive. Bland rolls out the other way. Laughlin's like, I'm open, number 7. Instead, he goes to the end zone. Triple coverage and intercepted. Wildcats big-time stop. Jesse Robinson with the Oski and INT setting up the Rebels for this. They start off at their own 20. They're not at their 20 anymore. Alva smells like a rose, especially on this play. Going all the way inside the 10-yard line of Douglas Freeman. Wildcats would make it pay off with points because, watch this play. Who's got the ball? Triggy Wildcats. Well, it's Bo Kite with the ball. And Kite, number 6, scores 6 as a QB for Deep Run and the weight 220 wrestler and the lacrosse player. Either way, 14-0. Wildcats in the second. Freeman had a chance before the half. Watch this pick. Unbelievable job keeping 1 foot in. Garrett Keeney, nice interception. Lead to this, Alva. Smells like a rose again. Big time chunks of yardage. Wildcats were getting in the run game, especially as this thing would go on. Bo Kite, I don't recommend trying this at home. Doing his best, Baker Mayfield. He's going to run 50 yards. I think entirely. I'm just guessing here. To pick up 10 and a first down. Hey, it worked, though. Kite escapes pressure. Gets a good workout on that one. Gets his run in, and it would lead to this. Kite's like, I'm going to throw it up again. And remember he did this earlier? Double coverage. He trusts his big wideout. Gabe Henderson, touchdown. Wildcats. And deep run, putting it on Freeman on the road, 20-0. We go to the third quarter. Bland and company looking for answers. Laughlin with the catch, but then he loses a football. Refs say it was a catch and a fumble. And deep run, Johnny on the spot. They recover it. And then got back to their ground game. Little read option. This time Bo Kite goes head first for a first down. Wildcats, same drive. Kite, this time going to fire a pass. Nice one-handed grab. Corey Crump all the way to Crump Park. He gives the peace sign on his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And it was all deep run in this one. They're up 29-0 at that point. They finish it off 29-6 and stay undefeated.
And with that, we go up-tempo. We start with football, where Verina improved to 6-1 after a 48-10 pasting of Patrick Henry. Quarterback Bobby Dunn threw 4 touchdown passes and 195 yards on the night, while Isaiah Page had 2 rushing scores as well. Henrico bounced back, beating Atlee 36-24. Marquis Harvey, Eric McDaniels, and Tyrell Moore each ran for over 125 yards. McDaniels found the end zone 3 times in the win. After enjoying the Springers' win over Manchester, Jawan Carter had a huge day for Norfolk State on Saturday. The Spartan quarterback and ex-Springer had 433 total yards of offense in a 49-21 win over Howard. Carter tied a career high for throwing for 377 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Lady Eagles win again in girls volleyball, taking down deep run in straight sets, even though it wasn't that easy. Godwin won 26-24, 25-11, and 25-23 as Caitlin McNeil had 16 kills while Carmen Wright dished out 23 assists. On the guys' side, it was deep run dealing rival Godwin a loss, improving on their unbeaten season. Cade Terrell tallied 29 assists, and Sean McDermott added 15 kills as the Wildcats won in straight sets.
Back to football now, and what's gotten into? Look out! The Glen Allen Jaguars. They started off 0-2, winners of 3 straight, looking to make it 4 against Hermitage. And Glen Allen early, you know this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Big old Devin Flowers blooming inside the 5-yard line of Hermitage. Still first quarter. This time they're going to go with Greenhow, Jordan Greenhow, and Howe touchdown. Jags up early, 6-0, and with the 7 on his chest, he's going to make sure Glen Allen answers with a touchdown. Touchdown, Jags, and then their defense was terrific as well, although you can never quite stop Nigel James. Oh, look out, ref! James with a big-time carry for Hermitage. He's been their offensive weapon all year. Let's look at the ref again, and back and forth, and he trips over a turf monster. Oh! There it is in slow-mo. This is what it looks like if it goes backwards in time. Just having some fun here. He'd be fine. What a tumble. There was a lot of tumbling and turning and spinning and falling reps in this one. Oh, wow. Taking on the tackle is Jordan Greenhow. Same quarter. Glen Allen on the move again. This time the old end around. And look out. That's good for a first down. Dominic Dutton on the carry inside the 40. Same drive, keeping it on the ground. Devin Flowers, the O-line was doing great. Flowers hardly needs one. He goes through 3 different Hermitage Panthers. And then same drive, second quarter. Flowers finishes it off for the touchdown. Glen Allen, I'm telling you, they look like a different football team. The first 2 weeks, I don't know what was going on, but now, all of a sudden, they're playing great. Fans recognize it. They're going to beat that trash can like a drum. Glen Allen back with the ball again. Jordan Greenhow using his escapability, and then that's a pretty spiral. Nice looking pass. He finds number 14, Quentin Pines, on the receiving end, and then again, Greenhow going long distance. Pines sturdy as an oak. Touchdown, Jaguars. And Glen Allen absolutely feasting on the Hermitage defense at home. 20-0 in the second quarter. Hermitage trying to come back, and who else are going to use but Nigel James? Look out, ref! I told you! This is what it's like when you don't get out of the way, and this was what it was like when on Monday I watched the Yankees play the Astros. I went to bed that same morning and got right back up. That's what that's like. He'd be fine as well. The Glen Allen defense would hold, however. Matter of fact, I think Hermitage was called for holding on that one. It's a fumble! Jags pick it up, and now they are deep inside Hermitage territory. Glen Allen, handoff, running, off to the races, touchdown. That time, number 22 gets in on the action. Gavin Be My Valentine, and Jaguars taking care of business and taking care of their Staples Road rivals. Beat Hermitage for the first time ever in school history last year, looking to do it again. They're going to do it with defense this time. The pass is picked off. Nick the Quick Swanson. Ref says, yeah, you got it. You didn't trap it. Intercepted by Glen Allen, and there would be more offense for the Jags as well. Getting away and throwing and firing, finding the end zone. Greenow connects to his wide receiver. Number 6, Caleb Downtown Brown. All Glen Allen. They moved to 4-2 as they paced Hermitage. 34-6 is your fun.
We hit the volleyball courts when we come back. Deep Run looks for a road win at Freeman, plus Godwin tries to get back on the winning track on the gridiron versus Tucker. That and more next.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Big volleyball match at the home of Douglas Freeman. You saw the football matchup, Deep Run Freeman. You know, Freeman playing well as a volleyball team, a pretty good Deep Run. You talk about Godwin a lot. They came into this one 11-2 on the year. Only losses were to Cosby and Mills Godwin earlier in the season. First set action. Jackson, that one's going to work. Number 39, Grace Ward with the kill. She had 14 of them, including a block on the night. Coming right back, Douglas Freeman with the ace. Number 18, Emma Johnson. Johnson does it again. Wildcats too strong, though. Check out this serve. Freeman gonna get it on over, but Deep Run has answers. Once again, Miss Ward. Grace Ward, have yourself a night. She gets a kill. More from Deep Run, still first set. On the serve, Haley Snell. And then Freeman trying to find the open shot, not gonna work. Oh my goodness, Ward putting on a clinic. She gets the kill. Wildcats get the first set victory. 25-17, switching sides now. Haley Snell. That's an ace for Sell. And Haley Sell had 23 assists along with 5 aces. There's 2 of them in a row. Sell doing a job. Number 4 for Deep Run is as well. Macy Farmer. Check it out. Farmer slams it down and right off a Freeman player as well. She gets a monster kill. She also had 5 kills to go along with 4 assists. There she is again. And yeah, they all big fans of Macy Farmer. 25-15. They win the second. So best out of 5. Freeman's got to come back and win this one. Rebels would have their moments. Number 1 gets it over, and then the block. Great stop on the outside by Mariposa Sights. Freeman still not done. That ball is in. Point Rebels. They would actually have the lead early and often in this third set, but Deep Run would come back, and it would be just way too much Wildcats, as Deep Run's going to keep it alive. Farmer. They can't corral that one. Wildcats win this one, move to 12-2, 3-0. Back to football now. It's homecoming at Mills. Godwin taking on J.R. Tucker. Congratulations to the Queen, Annie Bartley, you saw her, and James Shen, Queen and a King for a night. Look at their court. That King and Queen court is pretty darn cute, right? Godwin Eagles coming up, ready to try to get back into the winning zone. So is Tucker. Both teams fighting for a well-earned victory early on. Nice-looking pass. First quarter, Grayson Hanks, quarterback to Connor Mahan. First down, and then more where that came from. Hanks going to give it back to Mahan. The Hanks to Mahan Law Firm connection working out wonders. Touchdown! Fly Eagles fly. Have the early 6-0 advantage. Extra point up, and it is boing. No good. You know, we joked about this here in the office. Shouldn't you get more points if you can actually aim and hit the upright? Well, that's not how it works in the rules of football. It's an incomplete extra point. Nice job of defense by J.R. Tucker. They would stop a fourth down chance by the Godwin Eagles. And then Nasir Shelton, Jacob Procius to the big gain with Mitchell Rahim. And then Procius is going to find Nasir Shelton. Tucker trying to drive here. This is late fourth now. A lot of turnovers in this one, but Godwin, their defense comes up big. Brett Shalito with the sack, and then Connor Mahan gonna knock that one away. Godwin would get the ball back with just about 3 minutes left. That was Tucker's best chance to get the equalizer, and with an extra point, they would take the lead. How about this? Elijah Bowman, Grayson Hanks connecting with Bowman. He liked it so much the first time. Why not do it again? Hanks, Bowman, touchdown, Eagles. Extra point would be good as well. And Mills Godwin gets another one on the left-hand corner of the winning ledger, and they take care of Tucker. Defense pitched a shutout in this one. 13-0 is your final. Other scores. Varina, they improved to 6-1. They take care of Patrick County 48-10. Their next opponent, Henrico. They beat Atlee 36-24. And they're off. Having a little cross country at Atlee. Where are they going? I don't know. How do they get there? Come on, let's go. That's the opening to Zaboomafoo. Google Zaboomafoo if you haven't seen it. It was a great quality show. Mainly geared at kids. You learn about animals in the jungle. With the Kratt brothers. They were running everywhere. Inside the stadium, outside the stadium, around the school. I think they hung a left at the cafeteria. There's Jillian Sisk for Varina. She did a great job in this race. Now there's the pace car. That's actually a 10-speed bike, I assume. Atlee looking strong in this one. Adian Meyer going to finish in first place. Mayer, let's put it. And Hannah Clark for Hanover, second place finish. Jillian Sisk, congratulations for Varina. She has a strong third place finish for the Lady Blue Devils. Here go the guys. They start off on the track and then they go off-roading. There's a pace bike in this one too. And coming through the gate, and yeah, all bags are subject to search. Luckily, none of these runners had any baggage. And then around the corner, and a few oaks and pine trees. At the end of the day, it was all Atlee. My goodness. 7 out of the top 8, including this guy, Ryan Sherrill, finishes first. Patrick Allen, second place finish. Henrico Pranav Sabu would have a strong finish for the Warriors. He finishes in 11th place overall. Atlee takes care of business at their own home meet.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.
If you want to see more videos like these, subscribe to our YouTube channel.